You are listening to the Sinister DreamCast Network.
Fine day, Sarah, and welcome back to Black Emporium News. I'm Julianna.
And I'm Keerstan.
And...
Hi, I'm Jakz.
Where do you come from?
I come from Maryland. I do the Greataxe Gaming YouTube channel.
Yes, we've referenced you a couple of times now, just because it's like, oh, hey, cool person who is like-minded in things, and he happens to be in Pittsburgh at the moment, because we were celebrating the 1-year anniversary of my name change, which, friendly reminder, is Hawke.
So much needed. So much needed.
And oh yes, it was glorious. And so he's sitting here now in his Varric coat. So this podcast is brought to you by 2 Varrics and a Hawke.
Yay!
So we are not going to make the same mistake that we made when we brought Morgan on. We are going to take a break from the Anders arc this month. And so we're going to do something a little bit different because we have a guest and we're actually going to tailor this episode to the guest this time. How about that? Yeah. And also because Jakz has experience already as a YouTuber.
Yes.
Volume shouldn't be as much.
I have learned to be loud.
I very much look forward to when we bring Morgan back on because she was a great guest and she's just wonderful. Yeah, next time we're putting the 2 of you on the same channel and not putting her and I on the same channel.
Quiet people unite. But very quietly.
Just in the background.
We talk amongst ourselves.
Alright, so Thetis update. Have you played any more?
No, I haven't played any video games of any matter because I have a terrible existence. Like, that's pretty much how to put it. I know, it's depressing.
Alright, so why don't you tell us a little bit about your canon? Because I know you said you haven't finished any of them.
I haven't. I get into the same problem I do with a lot of different RPGs like this, where I get so caught up in the side quests that I spend hours and hours not progressing, and then I get distracted by something else and come back and have to do it all over again.
And Dragon Age definitely has the side quests.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I have played a good chunk of 1, 2, and 3. And I know most of the plot of them thanks to the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also a good thing we're taking a break from the Anders arc because we have a bystander,
Yes.
Hi Kyle, who has not finished Dragon Age 2 and still doesn't know how it ends.
Snape kills Dumbledore.
Yeah, because I don't think we could contain that. It would immediately slip out and be like, and the end. And then Kyle kills us all.
And then something catches on fire, and the whole thing starts.
Yeah, because that's going to be a fun one when Kyle finishes Dragon Age 2 and finds out how it ends. I cannot wait to have that conversation. This will determine whether or not we can still be friends, by the way, is how you react to this. But anyway, people who are actually on this podcast.
Shock, outrage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that, I guess, brings us into the main quest, in which we're going to talk a little bit about side quests.
Just a little.
Yeah, okay.
Main quest about side quests.
I mean, that's how I play Dragon Age, so... Oh, wait, there's a world-ending catastrophe? But bears!
Yep.
Fuck the bears and Inquisition. Fuck the bears and Inquisition. And also a fun one, and I mentioned this last month, too. That, like, the bears are harder to beat than Corypheus. Like, I mean, granted, I'm a casual gamer. This is something we've established many times.
Also a mage, so squish.
But, like, Corypheus is so easy. Like, that end is so anticlimactic. Like, you just sit there like, I'm not even, like, fully paying attention to this, and boom, Corypheus is dead. That's how Inquisition ends. But yeah, those fucking bears in the hinterlands, like, they give you a run for your goddamn money.
Seriously.
But then it's hilarious, because, like, if you play the Legacy DLC in Dragon Age 2, Corypheus is the hardest boss in the whole game.
Hawke embarrassed him. He lost his mojo.
I mean,
Seriously, I've died because of so many bears. It's pathetic.
yeah, no, it's a
Oh, yeah,
mess.
yeah.
And it's like, get away from me. I just want to go do this thing. I'm trying to pick some flowers and stuff.
I need,
Just
to get
leave me
I need to
alone.
get 8 flowers so we can research something.
Right?
I'm just here for the goddamn elf fruit.
Right? I was just getting elf fruit, then this bear. I don't know what
Wait,
happened.
there's a shard here. Just let me get it first.
Fuck the shards.
So
Yes.
much. Oh my god.
I don't even bother. I don't even bother.
I can't not.
Although I
bother.
have to admit, the one thing I did like about those minimal side quests, the collectibles, I did like the star puzzles. Those
Yeah.
were really cool.
I like
suck
those
at
too.
those. I suck at the Astariums. Like,
They're hard.
yeah.
They are, but there's something satisfying about seeing the constellation light up when you get it right. And it just fills out.
That's true. I've gotten them a couple of times because seriously, I really suck at them. And like when you get them, it's really cool. And so then like I find the next Astarium and I'm like, I'm gonna do this one, and then I get like halfway through it and like fail like 12 times, and then I'm like, no.
That's what the internet's for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how I play Dragon Age anyway, because as I've also mentioned, my first playthrough of Inquisition, or not Inquisition, Origins, words and stuff. My first playthrough of Origins, I was never able to complete because I didn't do enough. First of all, I actually abandoned the game for a year because I couldn't get through the Fade. I could not figure out how to get through the Fade. So finally I used a walkthrough to get through the Fade. And then I got to the Archdemon at level 12.
Oh, honey, no.
And I couldn't beat the game, and I couldn't figure out why, and everybody else was like, you're at level fucking what? And like, I never recruited Leliana, I never recruited Sten, like, because I just didn't do anything, because I didn't bother with side quests. It all comes back.
Full circle.
Yeah, but so then after that, like, after it was basically like, yeah, you just have to start all over, right? I'm like, uh-huh. So, to the wiki! And so that's just how I play Dragon Age now.
I mean, and that's the other thing about the game is there's so much minimal stuff that can affect the game if you miss it. Like me in Dragon Age 2, where I didn't get Isabella.
yeah,
So much sadness.
Isabella is a... Okay, though. Question.
Yes.
Okay, I know you haven't finished it, but did you at least get to the end of Act 2?
Oh yeah, I got to Act 3.
Okay. How the fuck does that work without Isabella? How does that
what
story
happened?
work without Isabella? How, like...
Does she just like pop up and
If
you're like,
I-
who
If I
that?
remember correctly, yes, she does just kind of appear. Yeah.
Weird.
Considering that
and
whole
then
thing comes back on
And then,
Isabella.
and then I
Right?
just have a moment of lament where I'm like, oh, I missed my chance.
Also curious, have you done any romances?
Not so much. I accidentally romanced Anders slightly. Because, like, the first time I played through Dragon Age 2, I didn't exactly understand what the heart meant. I was just like, I'm gonna give him a compliment. Oops. Now I gotta let him down, and I feel bad.
No, you don't.
I do, because
No, you don't.
I have nothing against Anders. I just don't want to romance him.
Why?
Why? Because Isabella.
But you didn't have Isabella!
And I was sad about it.
But that excuse is invalid because you didn't have Isabella.
Also because I was kind of tired of Fenris and Anders' constant bickering.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
I felt like the dad. I will turn this adventure around.
Yeah, really the key is just don't ever put them in your party at the same time. Okay, unless absolutely take them both to Chateau Ain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely take them both with you with the Mark of the Assassin DLC, because their banter in that one is beautiful, and it's basically, to me, like, that's what their relationship should be. Like, there are those occasional moments of bickering, but they come off as more playful than hateful. So this is, like, basically, this was it, the way I play it. It's like, Varric just didn't give a shit on this one, and he told it the way their relationship really was.
He wasn't trying to play it up anymore.
Yeah. Because that's also kind of our running thing is, you know... I mean, since that is the beautiful thing about Dragon Age 2 being a story within a story, so it's like, oh, there's so much room for headcanon. Especially when, like, you know, they reinforce an Inquisition that Varric is he just makes shit up for the lulz. It's not a visual medium, Jakz.
I'm used to it. When I record, I'm on camera constantly.
Yeah, he just kind of, like, lifted up his hands like, yup.
Because I feel that deep in my soul.
But yeah, so it's just, like, basically, like, all the dumb shit that happens in Dragon Age 2, basically, is just, like, especially as it gets worse as the game progresses, Varrics just sitting there like, well, if Cassandra believed that, let's try this!
How can I top myself?
Basically.
Yeah, that's the game. That's Dragon Age 2.
And then somewhere in the distance, Hawke has picked up a copy of Tale of the Champion and then, like, starts reading it and then throws it across the room.
Varric just hears from across the entire country, Varric! Oh, hell.
Well, in World of Thetis Volume 2, there is a note about Tale of the Champion and how, like, in all, like, you know, it's Varric's only work of nonfiction, and, you know, most reviewers are like, yeah, this sounds fake, but okay. So they basically just treat it like it's another one of his fiction novels. And somebody gave it, like, a 1-star review saying, like, this is just ridiculous. Like, there's no way any of this could have happened. Like, this is far too fantastical. And, like, just tore it apart. And Hawke wrote them a letter of thanks.
Nice.
That's canon. So...
Nice.
Well, I think that means Purple Hawk is canon, so...
Yes!
I 5,000% accept that. Also, in Inquisition... Purple Hawk, I believe, is the only Hawk that has, like, special Inquisition dialogue. Or special Inquisition banter. Like, some of the stuff, like, they'll say in the Fade. Apparently, like, there's, like, just Blue Hawk and Red Hawk say the same shit, and Purple Hawk says it differently.
Purple Hawk snarks.
Yup. Yeah, I think my, God, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's something like, this looks nothing like the Maker's bosom. Like, there's a bunch of, like, just really snarky little things. It's like, the Chantry owes me an apology. Like...
Oh. Nice.
Which is accurate anyway. Because fuck the Chantry.
And there it is.
We will find it.
Oh,
we will
yeah.
find it. Hey, Julianna, don't snark about the Chantry.
Nope.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, side quests.
Yeah.
Right.
We got off on a side quest during talking about side quests.
Which was the main quest.
Welcome to Black Emporium News.
Yeah, so what are some of your favorites?
Oh, it honestly, the one that always stuck in my memory, there's a couple that stick in my memory from each game. The one that really sticks in my memory from the first game is very early at the beginning, where you'd have to do that ritual to resurrect the ghost that murders you really easily.
Yeah.
The one that I struggled with so hard. I can't remember her name, but it's like you have to get the bones and bring them to the burning. Yeah. And then in the second one, of course, there's the mines, the bone pits, which is, oh, wait, dragons!
So many dragons.
Oh, yes. And then, of course, there's the ever-present ranting about the collectibles in Inquisition. Just, why? Why are there so many tiny fragments? Couldn't you...
Even the fact that they make you do fetch quests for specializations in Inquisition... No. 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 I don't care enough. I don't care enough.
And then, of course, in Inquisition, there's also the, every time you go anywhere, we have a request for you! And then you have to fetch, like, flowers and lumber. Because apparently we don't have enough people in the field to collect supplies.
I really hate finding logging stands.
Oh, God, yes.
That's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard to find logging stands in Inquisition, but you need them for everything.
For the first couple of hours I played, I didn't know what they looked like. So I was just looking for clusters of trees that could be logged. And then I stumbled across it and I'm like, oh!
That's how I feel about all of Inquisition. What is this fucking thing they're asking me to do? 10 hours later, oh, it's that thing I've circled around 20 times.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
But then, of course, outside of the fetch quest, there was also the one that stuck in my head of the, you get to the house where there's a note of a man who's leaving behind directions for his brother. Who's like,
the one that's totally Carver?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Are you thinking, maybe we're thinking of the same one?
It's in the hinterlands, and it's like, it's in a burnt-out hut. It's a man's leaving a note for his mage brother, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that's like super snarky, and
yep.
It's like, where's my brother, because I need to fight him.
Right?
Like, Carver,
Meet
is
him in
that
the pit?
you? Yes.
expression. It's just sitting over there rubbing her face, laughing.
I'm just trying to not sneeze and die. So that's how that goes.
The Hay Fever podcast.
I mean, that's pretty much every episode of Scenario Store / Black Emporium News.
Yep.
So
We sniffle because we love you.
welcome to the party.
And then I drive home and the next day, why am I sick?
No, we just always
No.
do this. Don't
We
worry.
unfortunately can't transmit allergies. As hard as we try to infect plague, it won't let us.
To be fair, there are definitely some people that I would dislike to be.
Here, have these for a while.
Yeah, now you will know how I suffer.
Why isn't that a thing you can do in Dragon Age?
It's just
Here,
a
have
subset
some
of
my
blood
suffering.
magic.
Yes, that'd be great
Here,
blood magic.
Here, have allergies for a while.
Oh, see, then I would almost have to agree with the Chantry's stance on blood magic.
Oh,
Wow. That's like, wow.
Whew, allergies. We found the one thing to break you.
I never thought I'd hear that phrase.
I feel a little dirty now that those words have come out of my mouth.
I want to start
feel a
throwing
little sick.
Benadryl at you because I'm afraid.
Obviously, this was a gross exaggeration. Of course, I didn't mean that. Fuck the Chantry. Blood
Yes.
magic is awesome.
Yes.
But,
Okay, now you're back. All right. We can do this.
And also, friendly reminder that blood magic is only as evil as the blood mage, and that that they're just that the only reason that you technically quote unquote have to make a deal with a demon to be able to learn blood magic is because the Chantry destroyed everything about how you learn blood magic in a safe way. But apparently things still exist, like how you can just pick up a manual in Awakening.
Right.
And then if your Hawke specializes in blood magic, where the fuck did you learn that from?
Places.
Well, I mean, in Origins, yes, you can actively make a deal with a demon to become a blood mage, and I have done it once. But if you don't do that and you still want the blood magic spec, then just hold out until Awakening and buy the fucking manual. 'Cause that's a thing.
See, I don't know anything about the mage specs because I mostly play fighters. So I'm I'm hearing you talk about this, and I'm like, I got a big hammer!
Right?
Yeah, because you said that was another thing you were really into is the weaponry.
Oh yeah, some of the weapon designs in this game are pretty amazing. Like the what was it? Oathbreaker is pretty fantastic. It was one of my most wielded, even when it became underpowered, just because you basically had a mount with a rock in it. It was a big round rock stuck to a stick. And it's yeah, okay. And then it was Cascade's portable anvil, which is basically, it looks like a barrel of ale stuck to a stick too. So, but yeah, my Hawke is always the big doofy fighter who's just, why can't we just go sit and drink and be friends?
So you're always two-handed warrior? That's
most of the time, yeah. In Inquisition, I branched out. I have a dwarf rogue with crossbows who's him and Varric are the best of friends.
Aww.
But that's given because, as I said, Varric is one of my favorite characters ever in anything. Ever.
No.
I know, right? What a shock!
Finally, you're outnumbered with dwarves. Our day has come.
But you're also saying you get even though you don't really play mage, you were saying that you get really into the magic out of it too.
Oh yeah, I play a lot of fantasy games. I'm also a tabletop gamer, so anytime I can experience new magic systems is fascinating to me. And Dragon Age did they did one of the things that I really like, which is they branched out outside of standard elemental magic, which way too many things are just okay, you've got the 4 elements, you're done. But the blood magic and the spirit magic and everything is also, it's just really cool.
Yeah, I do like the specs. I pretty much always go blood mage spirit healer. Except in Inquisition, because that's not a fucking option, because fuck you, that's why.
I think I did play a mage in Inquisition. I played a Qunari mage, a male Qunari mage, and his I didn't spec him to win the game. I spec'd him, I want to throw lightning everywhere. So I'll just take every lightning spell.
Basically, whenever I play a mage, because eventually I'd like to try, that's probably what I'm going to do, is I just want to do blood magic just to see. Just to have some fun.
I'm a big fan of hemorrhage. I think that's my favorite spell, where it's not like a huge AoE spell, but it does have like a radius, like it doesn't just affect one person, and basically it just kind of makes their blood explode from the inside.
Nice.
Yay!
Like normal rank enemies, it will kill instantly.
Jesus.
I love it. I love casting that on Templars.
No.
But yeah. But when I played Dragon Age 2, I did play the fighter Hawke. But I did that mainly so I could have the two characters I really liked in the party, which was Bethany and Meryl. Which just meant I had so much CC, so they would like freeze everybody, and then I just wait in with a big hammer, wailing left and right as everybody collapsed.
Okay, here's a question for both of you. Do you have any strong preferences when it comes to elemental damage?
Not in terms of when I play, but I've always just been a fan of lightning magic for aesthetic purposes.
I mean, that aesthetic is pretty great.
I like fire magic, but I feel like it's so overdone in everything that I've kind of turned off by it. Because every game with a mage has fire spells.
I think I like the frost spells just because they seem really effective.
Oh yeah, their CC can't be beat.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite weapon in Origins or in Inquisition. I do in Dragon Age 2, but it's the cold-blooded staff, which is super fucking expensive and like only available from like that one weird guy that's like off in that little corner where you can barely find him on like the Wounded Coast. But like as a general rule, I go cold damage every single time, like even before I can get to cold-blooded, because that you have to be like a pretty decent level to be able to use it, and like I said, it's super, I think it's like 150 sovereign, like it's ridiculous. But yeah, like it's like, oh hey, like I still am wielding this like really old staff from like the beginning of the game that's only got like 7 damage on it, and here's a really great fire staff that has like 30 damage that I can wield at my level. I'm like, nope, cold damage, fuck you, don't care.
Yeah,
and I can never hold on to the Hawke's key from the Legacy DLC, even though like it's awesome, it's super awesome, and you know, only you can use it, and it's got like that whole like family value thing to it, but it's like as soon as I'm done with Legacy, I unequip it because I want my cold, because it's a lightning damage.
yeah. I've always been a fan of the two-handed weapons in the game, just because the cleaving attacks, being able to hit multiple enemies. Because I always find myself, no matter what spec I play, I find myself surrounded, just because I don't have the forethought to cast spells from the back. So I take the two-handed weapon, and I'm surrounded. Spin to win! And it's just, I go in a circle and knock down everybody.
That's what I did, like my first like real playthrough of Origins, because I played a warrior in that one. Although I was a dual weapons warrior, because you can fucking do that in Origins. But so then, yeah, but that's what I did. I was just spinning around with my daggers like, fuck you! Keerstan is making a face.
Even just imagining you not being a mage and then imagining you, it's like,
well, because
at least she was closer to Isabella, I guess.
I never played a game like that, so I wanted to start. I just decided that would be a good place to start. And to be fair, the human noble origin is...
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've only done the human noble... Okay, no, that's actually not true. I've half-assed both of the elven origins. Like, I need to go back and redo them, because I know I missed stuff in both. But I did the city elf origin, and that was awful.
Surprise!
Yeah, I know, right? No, really, the city elves were treated like shit. Who knew? And I did the Dalish elf origin, which was also ow.
Yeah.
Not as bad as the city elf origin though. But like, yeah, the human noble origin though is like just like, that's not even a punch to the feels. That's like a serrated blade to the feels.
Dang.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
feel like
rough.
you've told me, but
although it does make it so much more satisfying when you get to kill Tim Curry.
I have. That is one of the things. I did start Dragon Age Origins so many times. I have played through most of the starting, so I know like the stories behind all of them. And as I said, I still kind of keep going to the dwarf, the castless dwarf.
Oh, because you did Dwarf Noble.
Yeah, House Andukin.
I have no house. I'm just a criminal. Oh,
Dwarven culture's so fucked. Though.
Right?
It is.
Are you a criminal or are you a paragon?
Then again, every single culture in that game is kind of fucked.
Yeah, I mean, humans definitely, like... Yeah, there's no racism in Thetis.
There's no Warren Bussing say.
Yes! I mean, the fucking Kunari, like...
Yeah.
I have very, very mixed feels about the Kunari in general, but, like...
With what you learn, it's so complex, and there's so many layers to it, I can't decide how I feel about their culture.
Like, the culture as a whole is unnerving, I think is really a good way to put it.
Because they're very accepting of some things, but at the same time, on the other hand, they're just like, nope, strict religious rule.
Yeah. But then, like, the way, even Anders makes a comment about the Cerebos, like, oh shit, I thought we were treated badly. Their mages are fucked.
Yeah.
It's like, if Anders is pointing that out, then they're fucked.
You don't
Stella agrees. Because, yeah, it's like... Because, yes, for those playing along at home, the Cerebos are, like, bound, and their mouths are sewn shut.
Oh, yeah, with the binds and the collar, and I remember that quest. I felt so bad for... I wanted him to come with me so bad!
Right?
Oh, Katojin?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough side quest, for sure.
I hate Patrice so much.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, granted, I feel like that's one thing the fandom is united on. Like, I don't think there's anybody who's like, no, Patrice had a good point. Everybody hates Patrice.
Yeah.
I saw one post on Tumblr I really liked. I can't remember the source offhand right now, and I feel bad. But I have reblogged it, so just go through my fucking tags. It was
Which will just take a couple of days.
Yeah, not
fair, but I don't think the Patrice wank tag has that many posts in it, so... but it was just like, you know, Mother Patrice, Sarah Hawke, Kill Bill sirens.
Yep. I feel like that is one of those memes that's just perfectly applicable. It's the Hawke looks into the camera like he's on The Office.
Yes. Which I love, though, the one side quest, I guess it's actually not a side quest. I think it actually is a main quest, thinking of it now. Like, you have to do it to complete Act 1. But the one with the Templars becoming abominations, and, like, when they actually, like, go to free Karen, there is that moment. There is, like, a little split-second moment where Hawke literally just looks directly into the camera like they're on The Office, and it kills me every time.
So isn't that Varrics' job?
Nah.
Yes.
I just feel like Varric spends most of his time going, somebody should have written this better. Just about his life. I need a better author for my life.
Yeah, that's like Hawke, like, creeping in the distance, just like, you said what?
Which is why he changes everything. No. We're gonna make this right. Narrative conventions.
Fucking. They are the best bros, though.
It's
That's
just gonna keep coming back to. It's just keep coming back to Varric.
I mean, with the two of you on this, no shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the best character is the one we should talk about the most. So,
so Anders?
And this time, this time you're overridden with Anders.
Yay!
I am. Although Keerstan is also on the Anders defense squad, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I as I said before, I completely understand Anders. I am actively against those people that hate on him. I just don't have the enduring love for him.
Because you're wrong.
Because all my love is on the dwarf.
You can share. It's okay.
My Varric!
We'll fight you about that.
I was going to say, you two are going to have to share, so.
I'll take him on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
This joint custody we have to arrange. Who gets him on the High Dwarven holidays?
That was one of my favorite introductions to him, though, because I remember... Because before I played Dragon Age 2, I was still on Tumblr, and I had seen a bunch of stuff about him. And then the moment he gets introduced in the game, I'm just like, I love you. I love you. forever.
Yeah. I mean, Varric is... I love Varric. I do. I love him so much. Like, he's just... He's the best friend.
I love him, but I love Ogden,
High five.
too.
Go team.
Go team.
Which is why I drove 5 hours to come visit you.
Well, yeah, because, you know, we went out for mead last night, and you made a comment, like, texting me, like, I should probably be careful with driving. I'm like, we're taking an Uber. And you're like, oh, that's a, like, and you're
That's why you're the boss, Hawke.
Yes, and I'm just, in my head, I'm just like, that is the first and last time those words will ever be used.
Oh, no. No, especially if I come visit more often. No, you'll hear it. Usually when you propose drinking something.
I mean, see, I'd be every, like, I mean, I guess, like, yeah, I probably am every bit as effective as a boss as Purple Hawke.
And I mean, remember, Varric agreed to every plan, even if it wasn't the best. He's just like, all right, I'm sticking this through.
Well, also, as you put it, the things you do for Hawke, so...
Again, driving 5 hours. But it was totally worth it.
I'm glad. This has been a good time. Oh, man. But yeah.
What we were awake of it.
There was so much mead.
Oh my god. It was so good.
Meat is amazing.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the way Ogren feels about Dwarven Ale.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
just wait. Next time I should be getting a bottle soon for my birthday of home brewed stuff that I'll bring up next time I visit.
Oh, shit.
Sadly, I didn't make it. I haven't gotten there yet. But it's a gift from somebody in Florida. You meet the best people at Renfests.
I mean, yeah. There's so much. So, like, what are some of the side quests that you have, like, that pop out to you, Keerstan?
Like I said, pre-podcasting, everything you do in Orzammar. I do every single side quest. I find the nugs. Like,
I still love getting a nug for Leliana.
yeah, yes.
Mooples.
I almost ordered you a Nug plushie. I almost did. I'll get you one next time.
What else?
I'll put like a ruffled collar on it and everything.
Didn't you say there's one in Orzammar you don't do?
There is.
What is it?
It's the one where you have to open up a chantry.
Oh, I don't do that one either.
I talked to him once, and I just remember I was like, if only my character could slap him. I'm like, what?
Like, if I remember correctly, which I very well may not, I feel like there are snarky dialogue options that you can give him where it's like, bro, are you fucking kidding me?
Like,
And
I'm
those
pretty
are
sure
the
that's what
ones
I did.
choose.
He's like, yes, of course I am. I'm like, no, for real, though. That's why I like this place.
For realsies?
Right? Yeah. And then I just walk past him every time, and I always make sure to, like, walk circles around him like, I'm watching you. Like,
Sometimes I'll actually be like, okay, I'll try. And then I don't
leave.
actually talk to the Shaperate. I don't try, and then I'll just for
Didn't work.
funsies, I'll go back and talk to him again. He'll be like, did you have any luck? I'm like, not yet. Lol.
right? Keep holding out hope.
Don't taunt the NPCs.
Make me.
And then what's the other one that I like? The one where you send the girl to the circle? Yeah, I can't think of the name of it, and I was trying to look up the name of it, and I can't.
Dagna?
Yes. Yes. Because she's the best.
And
See, that is one thing where I actually say, in a legit, like, positive, happy way, wait till you get to that part in Inquisition.
Can't
Yeah.
wait. I can't wait, because I know I
love
get to see her
Dagna
again, and
so
I love her.
she is her and Scout Harding are legitimately some of my favorite NPCs in that game. Just because you can sense from them these humans, I swear to God.
Well, like, here's the thing. Dagna is brilliant. Like, Dagna is brilliant. Like, some of the shit that she delves into is, like, the Thedosian equivalent to quantum physics. Like, she is so far beyond everybody. Like, she is probably the most brilliant mind in Thedas, and everybody else is just sitting there like, yeah, no, you're talking too much. I don't understand what's happening here.
Like, they're also, like, apt to get rid of her. It's
Yeah.
like, why? She's the best.
And then the Inquisitor finds her. He's like, ah!
But then, like, even get some of the dialogue, like, the Inquisitor will start being like, wait, what? And, like everybody talks down to Dagna, and it's like, Do you know who the fuck you're talking to?
See,
Right?
I never read my characters talking down. I legitimately read it as, I'm going to trust you on this because I don't understand anything you're saying. Just don't make it blow me up, please.
Oh no, Dagna's making it. It's gonna blow you up.
But you'll be happy it did.
Be fair, I also did invest in bee jars. So,
Same.
best weapon. My favorite projectile weapon in that game because it's,
Oh my God,
it
I
is
love it.
surprisingly effective against bosses too. Nobody expects the bees.
Yeah, that might be one of my favorite things about Inquisition is weaponized bees. The top
Looking
tier
forward to
is
that.
add some wasps. Fucking Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Genius that is unrespected.
Okay, because Sarah, like, so Sarah. Okay, the Tempest spec is ridiculous. Like, she's basically wielding magic, except that she doesn't have any magical abilities. Like, it's fascinating. Like, and she's also. I mean, though, do you know who Sarah ends up with if she's not romanced?
No.
Do you guys want me to tell you?
Yes.
Dagna.
Oh my god! I'm so happy!
Well, you just made the podcast. Good job.
So happy!
Good job.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
my
I
God.
do
Oh my God.
intend to romance Sarah at some point. Like, I have an Inquisitor already set up for the sole
What
purpose
race?
of Kunari.
Oh, it's perfect. The best romance.
Yeah,
Woof.
because Sarah really likes Kunari women. Ho 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 ho.
It's Sarah constantly talks, so to see her speechless is so funny.
But like, I'm definitely a huge fan. Like, that's definitely not going to be a canon thing for me because I
just like
love...
Dorian and Iron Bull are adorable together.
Well, that's their ship name. Is adorable.
Oh yeah.
Kirsten's eyes just lit up. So cute. See, I've heard because in like the ones I've actually like the playthrough that I finished and then the playthroughs I've gotten anywhere like close to really making real progress in, I've romanced Bull. So I've heard
just the
very...
puns. You can't resist the puns.
I mean, for starters, Freddie Prinze Jr.
I'm sorry, I will forever see him as Fred from Scooby-Doo.
See, I never really got into that, so basically, like, Freddie Prinze Jr. was never really on my radar to start with, and then he disappeared forever.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's in everything I love. Because he's the Iron Bull, he's James Vega in Mass Effect 3, and he's Kanan Jarrus on Star Wars Rebels. He is my babies.
I just recommend watching the Scooby-Doo live-action movie. You get to see him in an ascot with blonde hair, and oh my god.
It's funny.
It is.
I'm sure it'll be even funnier now.
Yes.
Because all you'll hear is I want to see fan art of that online of Iron Bull in Fred from Scooby-Doo's outfit. Just
Give me a few weeks.
Right? I was going to say, if it isn't there, it is now.
I mean, I'm sure somebody's done it.
Oh, yeah.
But then also, like, Bull's romance is a treasure. Let me just say that for the record.
especially if you're a Ravager.
Oh, okay.
Dragon blood?
Yes, I am. I have seen the cutscenes in GIF form. I have told Keerstan because she is playing a warrior as she always does, that she has to do what was Reaver.
Reaver,
Yeah.
that's the word, Reaver.
Yeah, because apparently I know that there are some fantastic cutscenes with Bull.
All the comments about you smelling good. Yeah.
Yeah. So Freddie Prinze Jr. straight up dragon fetish, hardcore BDSM.
Oh yeah.
And also, just like when you get him to like show those like soft, affectionate moments. Also, the lockdown scene, like the scene where you lock down the romance. Because it involves Josephine Cullen and Cassandra walking in on you.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I remember because there's that gif of it, or not that gif, that picture of him sprawled across the desk with the black bar. Somebody took their time to remove that.
Oh my god.
It's terrifying.
But that's a glorious
just let that sit
cutscene
in your head.
I'm good. That's a glorious cutscene because Cassandra's just kind of like, what the actual fuck did I just stumble into? And Josephine's like getting like super flustered, and Cullen is just sitting there like he's trying to cover his eyes, but he can't look away.
Oh yeah, and of course we speak about Dragon Age Inquisition romances, and there's always a little salt bubbling under the surface for me there.
Cause Varric.
No.
Harding.
No. Well, yes, I would, but no, mainly because of the one prevalent romance that never leaves me alone, and I hate it.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with people who romance Solus?
Right?
Oh.
You're romancing somebody who's racist against you. Like, I believe there's actually a dialogue line of, "Oh no, but you're different" in there, and that's just
it's like, no, you're not like those elves.
Other elf. Oh.
Which, like, okay, Sarah does that too.
But Sarah's not like those other. Sarah had to deal with that kind of discrimination herself.
But it's like but Sarah's comes from a place of abuse and basically just internalized racism effectively.
My heart.
And it's like she still does say some really shitty things, but it's like she's basically just been like
She's projecting.
Yeah.
She's projecting.
Yeah, because I mean, like, that's the interesting thing about Sarah too, is like, you know, pretty much like, you know, for all like the armor and stuff, it's like you have to, it's like, this is for human trained and this is for elf trained, and so it's like typically, you know, so typically the dwarf wears the dwarf trained, and you know, but like all of Sarah's stuff is Sarah can't wear elf trained, she can only wear human trained because she's human trained, and like the people who raised her basically were like, they were humans who were kind of just like, oh no, we're better than you because you're an elf.
That is the little bits of world building that I do love in those games. It's like little things like that build on the story of the characters.
Yeah, but no, Solus is just a piece of shit.
No argument. It's we spent a lot of time drinking and railing about that.
Also, and again, gonna be super vague because of our bystander. If you can excuse and still love Solus after the shit that he's planning, and you can't excuse Anders, meet me in the fucking pit.
Yep. Yep. And then you just reminded me of the, we saw this clip from a news article earlier today where it was like talking about how somebody theorized that Solus could be the next protagonist of Dragon Age, the follow-up to Inquisition. And then under that, another option for the protagonist, and then the Dreadwolf. It's, wait, what?
I mean, like, to start with, it's like, alright, that sounds fake, but okay, and it fucking better be.
No, if that's it, then yeah, as you said last night, no more money.
Yeah, it's like, as much as I complain and rail against BioWare and all the shitty things they do, and as salty as I can get about Dragon Age for as much as I love it, like, they're still gonna get my salty ass's money. They can have it all. It's
those
like,
salty tear-stained dollars.
Yes, exactly. It's like, I fucking hate you, just take it. No, they won't get it then. They really won't. No. Although apparently, okay, so I'm assuming we're at a table still where all of us still need to play Trespasser.
Yes. Well, I know about it. I haven't played it yet.
I mean, I intentionally looked up spoilers when it came out, but like, apparently at the end of Trespasser, they very heavily imply that the next game is going to take place in Tevinter. Which I think would be really interesting.
I've heard that. I've also heard very heavy implications that he's going to be the villain in the next game.
Ooh.
Which, good.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
because
that'll be fun.
Because Solus is a villain. Solus is a villain.
Yes. Oh god, though, you just reminded me. There is one form of romance with Solus that I'm okay with because of a mod. Somebody modded it because he will only romance elves in the game. Somebody modded it so you could do Quinari, but it changes all of the cutscenes because the model's different. So in the one really dramatic scene everybody loves where they go in for a kiss, instead Solus just kind of sticks his face in the Quinari's boobs.
Actually, the Iron Bull was originally going to be a race-locked romance.
Nah, it wouldn't have fit for Bull, though. That's the thing.
But, okay, but no, because they realized that.
Yeah.
Because the only reason Bull was going to be race-locked was just entirely from a technical standpoint, was how are we going to actually make these scenes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to be fun.
Yeah, like, if it's not another Kunari, like, just with the size differences, like, actually, like, creating it, like, we're not sure how we can do that, but they made it work. Whereas then, like, Solus is race-locked
because he's a racist.
He's a piece of shit, and Cullen is race-locked because he's a piece of shit. So...
Yeah, the one romance I did do, I did change that back. I did do a romance at Inquisition. I had my Kadash romance Josephine, just because I thought it was the cutest thing ever. This little dwarf who's best bros with Varric, who's romancing the scholarly, scheming political advisor. And she gets so adorable when you flirt with her. She gets really flustered, and it's so cute.
Yeah, Josephine is also on my romance list.
Josephine is a treasure.
I was definitely torn between her and Iron Bull. But since you told me the spoilers for Iron Bull, I was like, yeah, okay.
Also, you have to romance Bull because you're Kadash.
I know, it's gonna be so cute and weird.
I've apparently for the end game scene, ending on a Bull romance, where you're on the balcony in the Inquisitor's room, and it's just kind of you two hanging out and being cute. For the end game kiss, Kadash is standing on a chair.
Oh.
Yes, I look forward to this.
At least this is what the internet has informed me of, because I did romance him with a Trevelyan, but
we'll find out eventually if I ever finish this game.
There was also one thing I never saw it. I don't know if this was modded or not, but it might have been a bug or something. But there was somebody put up a scene of a Cullen romance, which is I've never played it. I've never had any desire to romance him, but it was one of the romance scenes where the Inquisitor and Cullen move really close and kiss, and then in the background you see one of those generic minions Cullen has walk in and then nope, back away. It's just Minion X, nope, bye, later. It's like the Nope Troopers in episode 7.
Nice.
Yes. See, I actually do intend to romance Cullen at some point, because I've heard his I've heard that regardless of your opinion of him, his romance does have interesting elements, with the lyrium withdrawal and everything. So I kind of do want to experience it just to experience it, but I have very for somebody
obvious feelings about Cullen.
Actually, no. For somebody who goes as hard into Mage Rights and Anders Defense Squad as I do, I have very mixed opinions of Cullen. I do not just straight up hate him. I kind of can't bring myself to, because there are elements of his character that I sympathize with, and to a point I even kind of understand some of his actions in Dragon Age 2, because even though I will also defend Uldred, unpopular opinion time, I will defend Uldred. Even though what happened from his uprising really fucked up a lot of people, I do not blame him for what he did. I completely understand how and why he was driven to that point. And the fact that he wanted to do what he did is justified. Fuck you. And so, but I do understand, Cullen has major PTSD from that. This is addressed many times in the next 2 games, that he does, and then, of course, that becomes a fandom issue where it's so we can sympathize with Cullen's obvious PTSD, but not Anders. But again, I will concede that is a fandom issue.
Yes.
But then we get into Dragon Age 2, and that PTSD that is not being dealt with at all is instead being straight up manipulated by Meredith. So even when he says the shitty things mages aren't people,
it's brainwashing.
Yeah, I can't jump on him for that. I want to. I really want to, but I can't jump on him for that, because he's been traumatized and he's been given no room to recover, and that trauma is being played with and reinforced, and Meredith is just bending it to her whim. This is on Meredith.
Oh, yeah.
Now his quote-unquote redemption arc in Inquisition
needs to be done better.
Yeah, now that kind of takes everything away, because they retcon the shit out of him, and they do give him a very half-assed redemption arc that has absolutely nothing to do with the people he's wronged, and only with wanting to not feel guilty about it anymore. If they had done the redemption arc better, my opinions of him would actually be very different. But as it stands, it's I totally get why people hate him, but I can't quite go that hard with the Cullen hate.
See, and you actually brought up something that I've never actually discussed this with you in depth, because I know you always side with the mages. You always side with the mages.
Yes.
I actually ended up on one of my playthroughs, the actual playthrough with the dwarf rogue, my Kadash. I ended up going to the Templars to aid them, but it was for one reason. I hate their leader structure. I hate all of their leadership. I hate everything. But I feel so bad for those guys that are genuinely in there like, this is stupid. So what I did was I'm like, okay, all you can come, y'all fight with me. You're good warriors. You try to do good, but fuck the Templars. You're now a separate thing. I'm dissolving this because it's like I don't like their structure and their leadership and their codes, but I can respect to a degree the urge of somebody to want to be a good soldier, to try and do good, who gets caught up in orders of manipulation and corruption.
See, I actually completely understand that, and like I've heard that like some of the Templar, like I've heard really good things about like Cerberus. Like I've heard that you do get some really good soldiers with you. Unfortunately, BioWare is very manipulative in their storytelling.
Yes.
Like how, Here Lies the Abyss is basically Vermeer from Mass Effect all over again, except that there's no real reason for it, because the Inquisitor is not going to have an attachment to either of these people, so it's just to manipulate the player.
Yeah.
But the player here is also being manipulated, player being me, because it's not a visual medium, so you can't see me pointing at myself, by... Like, even aside from the politics of the mages versus Templars, I will totally be directly manipulated by the fact that the leader of the mages is Fiona. And if you side with the Templars during In Your Heart Shall Burn, you will have to kill Fiona. And nope. Nope. Because there's a lot of... I very, very much love Fiona, and she deserves so much better, even if you side with the mages.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they do not do her justice at all. Yeah. They fuck with her badly. Because you know what? Because here's the fun thing. Like, even though what Anders did kind of
fun in air quotes.
Well, because people forget, like, even though what Anders did is kind of what brought everything into the forefront.
The explosion. The fire starts, yeah.
Meh.
No, I wasn't talking. I was talking figuratively.
Okay, but it's actually Fiona who started the official Mage Rebellion, with so eloquently stated. This is my favorite. Her beautiful cry of "fuck the divine." That's a direct quote from Asunder. I love her. I love her. And also, do you know who she actually is, Jakz?
Not really, vaguely.
She's Alistair's real mom.
Oh. See, that's another character that I just adore, because the reason I adore Varric and Alistair so much is because I can see myself in them really strongly.
I have a lot of emotions about Alistair as well.
That started this whole thing off.
Yeah, before I started playing, well, okay, I guess before I got into Awakening, because I fell in love with Anders from the very moment I saw him in Awakening. But before I got to Anders, it was Alistair.
And going back to the reason I couldn't side with the mages the second time, and this was purely again the player manipulation thing. The first time I played it, Varric was in my squad, so seeing Varric like that with the red lyrium, it broke me a little. I almost cried because he was trying so hard to keep together, and
that can lead us into the other thing we wanted to talk about, which was we have emotions.
Oh yes.
We hadn't been there already, but okay.
Well, Jakz knows there's one very specific thing I'm thinking of.
The dawn will come.
You haven't gotten there yet.
Yay!
When you do, you'll... Well, it's...
No!
Oh!
No, it's like the opposite, actually.
Ew, that's unusual and unique.
It's heartwarming and uplifting, and like it fucking shouldn't be.
It's in Dragon Age?
Well, but see, that's the thing. I feel like it should be, because it's one of those moments of no matter what the obstacles are, we can overcome.
Yeah, there's it's literally the whole cutscene is just a fucking sing-along between the entire Inquisition camp.
Neat.
after In Your Heart Shall Burn.
Mother Giselle
starts
it.
Yeah, Mother Giselle starts singing, and then everybody else joins.
She was amazing. She really was. Because she's trying so hard to break that dictum
See, I have a really hard time with the way she talks to Dorian.
I can understand that. But that's the other thing that gets pointed out about that. See, because Dawn Will Come, that's one of those songs where even if I hear, like, the tone of it, I'll start to, like, well up a little.
Yeah, no, like, if you get through Dawn Will Come without crying, I don't think we can be friends.
Especially because I was playing Dragon Age Inquisition during a very, like, down time in my life. I was having a lot of trouble. And then it's, like, on my one of my lowest days, I'm playing just to get past it, and that happens, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've gotten to Dawn Will Come like 3 times now in various playthroughs, and I cry every time. And like, I don't know why, because Mother Giselle starts it, and it's basically like I'm imagining that it's like a chantry hymn.
Yeah.
Like I should not have an emotional attachment to this at all, and it still gets me every time.
Wow.
And then, of course, the another reason that Solus makes me salty, because everybody in the camp,
Solus is the only one who doesn't sing.
It's not that he doesn't sing, because I don't think Cole does either. But Solus is the only one. He looks around like he has no emotion towards it. He has no reaction. Mostly, he's just like, what the fuck are these humans doing? And I'm like, even if you don't know it, you should have some response to it.
Solus doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I love that one Tumblr post, and it's like, you should feel bad for Solus.
Nope.
Me cracking eggs into a frying pan.
that was your response when we were discussing this episode on Facebook. I'm just like, there will also be some Solus salt, and you just send me that.
Because it's the best.
Like, I haven't even, like, finished Inquisition yet, and I'm still like, oh, sure, yes, I hate that guy.
Yeah. Because he's ignoring everything else. He's a tool. He is such a tool. Like, he's so disdainful of so much.
You know what I really think it is that people like him? I think it's just the voice. I think people just latch onto the voice and don't pay attention to anything else.
And I've heard, I've discussed it with some people, and I've discovered these are the same people that really attracted to Benedict Cumberbatch. They like the whole alien appearance thing.
But yeah, like, but I mean, Solus is voiced by Gareth David Lloyd, also known as Yanto on Torchwood. So, like, I had, like, a very brief attachment to the voice, but it was just the voice. Like, it did not take me long to figure out
as soon as you actually heard
the
the dialogue lines, you're like,
yeah. I was just like, I recognize this voice, and I like this voice, and I like the other character that I attached to this voice. I don't like this character, though.
And then there's the Varric romance salt. I love this voice. We can't romance him.
Have you ever actually seen pictures of Brian Bloom? Because he kind of looks like Varric.
I have
like
not.
as much as a real life human being can.
Go team. I'm getting
Jakz
there.
is like
I'm getting there.
goals.
I'm getting there.
I mean, you are.
I just have to like lose all of my leg from the knees down.
Is that all?
That's the other thing that I love. Like that is one thing. Dragon Age Inquisition also gave me some like more comfort in my body between Varric and Iron Bull. The whole they're not super muscular dudes. They are, but they both have like bellies and they're not like ripped all the way. So it's like that's actually kind of comforting.
Yeah, because people like to do fan art of at least Bull, where like he's just got like a 6-pack,
No, he
and it's
doesn't.
like, no, he doesn't. He has a beer gut.
Yeah, because he drinks.
A lot.
And that's why we love him.
Oh, yeah.
Although I'm sorry guys, I still very firmly headcanon Varric as Ace. And honestly, I don't ever want BioWare to address it, because BioWare, but I kind of want it to be able to stay that way because they fucking owe for Cole.
Oh, see, wait, Ace or Arrow? Because I can totally understand the Ace, but I feel like he does build attachments and he could build a romantic
I would
attachment.
honestly, like, I'd say he's demi-romantic. As for sexuality, Ace or Demi, either way, like somewhere on the spectrum though. He's definitely A-spec.
Oh yeah, see, and I kind of agree with that. I'd never wanted like one of those scenes. I like the idea of being able to, because like I wanted something like the romance system, but where you could build a really strong bond with Varric as you played.
Yeah, because you don't even have that option at all.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of discussion.
But BioWare owes the Ace community for Cole hardcore.
Yeah.
Because that was like I'm not even asexual, and I'm like, holy shit, ow, that is dehumanizing as fuck.
Yeah.
So...
See, I feel like I just like slapped over your face as the Cassandra disgusted noise.
Yes! Yes!
That's another reaction I get a lot in real life. There are so many reasons I can relate to Varric. That is one of the big ones.
Although my favorite thing to just attach Cassandra voice in front of now is deal with it. And I love the gifs, so like people like put like the 8-bit sunglasses over
the
her.
slide down slowly.
I love Cassandra.
I also have very mixed feelings on Cassandra, but I mean, I have mixed feelings on pretty much everybody who's not a total shit person who still affiliates with the Chantry in any way. So,
and that's like the thing. That is one of the things I feel like. That's why I can kind of understand Cassandra more. Because I'm not gonna lie, playing Dragon Age 2, she kind of drove me up the wall, like with the way she treated Varric. But then you play Inquisition, and it's like she breaks herself off. I understand.
okay.
I'm trying to avoid big spoilers.
Yeah. For both of their sakes.
Yes.
Okay. This is kind of, I don't know if I should go down this path, but I kind of feel like I have to. And we do need to wrap up soon because this has gotten to be a very long episode for Black Emporium. But oh god, and since you haven't even finished it, I may be the only person here who's aware of this existence. But the thing that Cassandra finds after she tracks down like the old Lord Seeker about in regards to tranquility,
I think I know. Nope. I'll go search it out though now.
okay. Hopefully people listening to this know what I'm talking about, so then I just don't sound like a complete asshole right now. But
It's my job.
consider, once you get to this, consider that revelation getting back to Anders.
Oh boy. I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna go do research.
Right?
You got
It hurts so much.
now. This is where it's sad that it's not a visual medium because that was the most manic build up to tears.
Right?
Basically. And then I would also highly recommend you read the fic-lit I'm Still Here by God damn it, I don't know how to pronounce her name on AO3 or Tumblr for that matter, but she's gonna be on this podcast soon.
Oh, nice.
So it's like the real M Nemo on Tumblr, but I don't know if there's like a specific way you're supposed to pronounce that, and then what it is on AO3. I just really need to ask her because I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, it hurts. There's been like a weird like just like circle jerk of Candors feels going around on Tumblr lately, like with fic writers in the Anders fandom, and like I am aware of the fact that I have been a very guilty party in perpetuating this, but I think she might be the worst. So she's kind of just been destroying everybody.
Meanwhile, I'm over in my corner most of the time listening to I'm Not Calling You a Liar and sobbing.
Serious, that is my, like, I love Florence and the Machine and I love that song, but that version of that song is
Oh yeah.
So enchantment?
Enchantment!
So it's your enchantment.
My enchantment is a meme because I found too many good ones. So I had to do it. Alright. It is a screenshot. I don't know who to give credit for to this, but if you find out, please let me know because it's good. I like this a lot. Anyway, Inquisitor and Hawke see a big-ass dragon. Hawke, don't worry, I got this. Inquisitor, hey, I'm the leader here. Hawke, I can lead. Inquisitor, because that worked out so well before. Hawke, the Chantry thing.
Not a visual medium. She just looked at Kyle and then looked back.
They both continue to squabble until they're pushed aside. The warden, okay, move aside, shitheads. Mama's got shit to do.
Please bring back the hero of Ferelden BioWare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. I miss my warden. I miss her so much. She's the best.
Honestly. Mine's a fic rec.
Yay!
Surprise! Here's the interesting thing, though. I have not started reading it yet.
Gasp.
But I still feel perfectly comfortable wrecking it because it is the sequel to Live Till You Die, which I wrecked a couple months ago. It's called Stranger Than Silence. It's part of the Holy, Holy, Holy series by... they are little_abyss on AO3 or little X abyss on Tumblr. They are a wonderful person. You should just be following them anyway. They're a great person. They're super cool and they have phenomenal taste in music. So all good things. And so it is the direct sequel to Live Till You Die. Except that we go less Fen Hawke and more Handers now. But it's the same universe, it's the same Hawke. And like I'm so for the first time I am wrecking a fic I haven't even started reading yet. But Live Till You Die was so good that I am completely comfortable with doing so. And I know that like I really need to start it. I've been behind on both reading and writing fics lately. I know it's not going to disappoint me.
All right, for me, I get most of my fan content just straight from my Tumblr feed, but there have been two.
You're welcome.
Yes, mostly you. There have been two in recent memory that stuck in my mind. One is, of course, the Flemeth and Solus. What are you? An idiot sandwich. Just because it's so appropriate. But the other one,
I love Gordon Ramsay being memed into everything. Also,
oh yeah.
So
the other one was this. It was very similar to yours actually. It was a post between the three. And it was like the hero Ferelden. I've got to stop the Blight, and I've got to save the world. And then there's the Inquisitor. I've got to stop the Rift, and I got to save the world. And then there's Hawke. Fuck everybody!
Yup.
Because that is pretty much how I view it. Hawke is Ferelden man or Ferelden woman. The equivalent in Thetis of Florida man. I mean, just imagine it, though. Ferelden man frees 50 Mabari, runs with them through streets.
Well, this killed this podcast because we're dead now.
Yeah,
you killed us. We can't.
That is the perfect end to this.
Bravo.
Damn it,
Great,
Jakz.
Great guest. Wonderful guest.
As I said, that's my Tumblr. Everybody uses it sooner or later.
So on that happy note, everybody remember that this is a spin-off podcast. You can catch our weekly podcast where we get super salty and vent about way broader topics, which is called Scenario Store News. It's on this same feed and it comes out every Wednesday. So, I'm Julianna.
And I'm Keerstan.
I'm Jakz.
And Fine Dwarven Crafts.
Direct from Orzammar.
As one of the sodding blighters, I salute you.
You have been listening to the Sinister DreamCast Network. For more from Sinister Dream Productions, check out www.sinisterdream.com.